Hello, welcome to the financial wellness presentation focusing on budgeting. My name is Pamela Krutkevich, and I'm the Senior Health Promotion Specialist at SummaCare, and I will be your host. During this presentation, we will learn why a budget is important, how a budget helps reduce stress, how to create a budget, and understand budgeting basics. I must note our disclaimer. This presentation is for educational purposes only. Please consult a qualified financial professional before making any significant financial decisions. Here are the 8 dimensions of wellness. While all dimensions of wellness need our attention, there doesn't have to be balance among all dimensions at a given time. Instead, the goal is to find harmony with the dimensions that are most authentic for you in the moment. This presentation will focus on the financial domain through the basic understanding of money management and our satisfaction with current and future finances. In essence, understanding our unique relationship with money. Financial wellness is important because it improves your overall health and well-being by allowing you to reduce financial stress and improve the overall quality of your life. Money can be a powerful tool for building the life you want, but it can also be a source of stress and uncertainty. Financial wellness fosters feelings of confidence and control with your finances. Ask yourself these questions. Can I handle a large financial shock, such as a layoff or a big home repair? Am I on track to meeting my financial goals? Do I understand where my money is coming from and where it's going? Am I constantly strapped for cash, or do I have the freedom to live my life on my terms? Financial stress continues to be noted from high inflation, recession, rising interest rates, and stock market volatility. Here are several notable statistics. I will highlight a few of them. 92% of Americans are stressed about finances, with 83% of Americans reporting financial stress being driven by inflation, mass layoffs, rising living costs, and recession concerns. 76% believe that the cost of living is outpacing growth of their income. 63% feel physical symptoms of financial stress. 57% live paycheck to paycheck, with 42% lacking an emergency savings fund. And last, only 25% are on track for retirement. The impact of financial stress on our physical and mental health is real. Listed on the left, we can see the most common physical effects of stress, and on the right, we can see the common psychological or mental effects. Americans are prioritizing mental health care. 93% believe mental health care is equally as important as physical health care. Nearly 30% view mental health care as more important, notably among millennials at 41% and Gen Z at 37%. There appears to be a compounding cycle of stress and mental health in which financial stress exacerbates mental health issues while restricting access to essential support. Let's take a moment to review the financial behaviors of each generation. Baby boomers are the great savers. They research large purchases and don't often use credit cards. Generation X are focused on retirement savings. They have a strong brand loyalty and use both credit cards and loans for purchases. They tend to engage in online banking and investing. Millennials tend to manage all of their finances through apps. They make financial decisions on word-of-mouth information rather than research, and they tend to highly value experiences and travel. They have higher loans and debts with high credit utilization. Last, Generation Z appears to research financial advice online. They tend to look for the best monetary value versus luxury in regard to products. They don't tend to reach for credit cards, which may show restraint and overspending beyond their means. After all, they are most likely the children of the Gen X group. Therefore, this may frame their habits. Budgeting, the word alone can send shivers down your spine. It may feel overwhelming, restrictive, or just plain boring. However, budgeting is essential for achieving financial freedom. Here are some key points. 1. Spend less than you earn. 2. See exactly how much you have to work with. 3. See where the money is going. 4. See where your spending weaknesses are. 5. Address those weaknesses. And 6. Reallocate funds from what's less important to you to what's more important to you. Every dollar falls into one of these buckets. Bucket 2 tends to cause the most issues within households, primarily disagreements with purchases and/or impulse buying. Beating yourself up over a bad purchase won't help your financial well-being. Remember that we all make mistakes. It's what we learn from them that matters. Let's dive a bit deeper into each bucket. Bucket 1, know where you are by listing your essential needs. Next, build your emergency fund. It's not just another savings account that you dip into whenever you're a little short on cash. It's a separate account specifically for emergencies, which may include a vehicle repair, home repair, or an unforeseen medical expense. Remember, these funds must be liquid, meaning free from market risk, and easily accessible, meaning they are not invested. Examples are a separate checking, savings, or mutual fund account. If used, replenish as soon as you are able. The best way to make sure you're saving for the future is to do it automatically by setting up direct deposits into your accounts every month. Now here's the million-dollar question. How much should you save? Experts recommend having enough to cover your essential needs for 3 to 6 months, including rent or mortgage payments, bills, food, and debt payments. But let's be honest, the bigger the emergency fund, the better. Bucket 2, splurging. Save a matching amount equal to the splurge spent. This method means you can enjoy a treat for yourself now while knowing that you will appreciate the saved funds in the future. Subscriptions can be sneaky. Those services that automatically appear each month can sneak up on us. A few bucks here and there can't hurt, right? Not necessarily. Review your automated subscriptions to ensure you haven't incurred additional fees or are being charged for services you may have canceled or stopped using and no longer need. Put purchases on pause, temporarily at least. In the age of online shopping and constant advertisements, it's difficult to avoid impulse purchases altogether. Before you buy something, wait at least 24 hours after it's in your cart. Chances are you'll forget about it or cancel it. While we all encounter nice things to have, ask whether it is a necessity. If you cannot agree that the purchase is a necessity, do not make the purchase. Bucket 3, how much money is going out and to where? For the listed types of expenses, consider automated payment or at least put them on a calendar. Never forget a bill again by having a system in place that alerts you or pays automatically when your bills come due. Do not forget to set reminders to check balances. Overdrafting can sneak up on you, so set a reminder to monitor your balances at the same time that you check up on your expenses. And don't forget that holidays and birthdays should be accounted for as near-term events. Plan to estimate a gift budget annually. Bucket 4, start early savings for retirement, your next vehicle, and/or home purchases. It's important to understand the value of time when it comes to retirement savings. Take advantage of your employer's retirement matching funds if available, and contribute to it as soon as possible. Most employers offer the option to deposit funds directly into a company-sponsored retirement plan directly from your paycheck. If your employer matches a portion of your contributions, it's free money toward your future. Familiarize yourself with any plans offered by your employer, as well as individual retirement savings options with the help of a certified financial professional. Saving for a vehicle or a house requires you to understand the price point you are willing and able to pay and support. Remember, there are a lot of fees to be considered, and some must be paid upfront at the time of purchase. Begin with SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Either your actions will take you in the direction of your goals or take you away from them. Start with a purpose. Writing your goals provides the simplest path to quickly reassess what your next steps will be. SMART goals provide a clear guideline and help you to be accountable for your actions to achieve your specific goals. The most popular financial rule is the 50-30-20 budgeting method. With this budget, you spend 50% of your take-home pay on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings and/or debts. Needs encompass the essential expenses that you can't live without, such as housing, transportation, and food. These necessities typically require around 50% of your net income. We all have wants. Wants are the things that bring joy and enhance your lifestyle, but are not vital for survival. They encompass a range of optional expenses. Examples include dining out, entertainment, subscriptions, hobbies, and more. Remember, wants are flexible, and you have the power to prioritize and adjust them based on your current circumstances. Last, savings, an essential component of any budget. Savings, whether you're building an emergency fund, saving for retirement, or working towards specific goals, allocating 20% of your income towards savings is crucial. Cultivating a savings habit ensures that you're prepared for unexpected expenses, secures your long-term financial well-being, and gives you peace of mind. While the 50-30-20 rule provides a helpful guideline, it's important to remember that everyone's financial situation is unique. Adjustments may be necessary based on your income, expenses, and personal goals. The key is to develop a budgeting approach that works best for you. Consider the help of a certified financial professional if needed. Next, we'll talk about the 4 major categories for creating a budget: income, expenses, debt payments, and savings. Income. Start by adding up all of your income. Answer these questions: how much money is coming in and from where? Record your monthly income. Take into account all sources of income, such as salaries, bonuses, and money you earn from a side job or freelancing. All of your net earnings after all deductions and taxes are removed. Do not forget about other non-work sources of income too, such as child support, alimony, Social Security benefits, interest, dividends, and rental income. It's essential to have a clear understanding of how much money is flowing into your account each month. This step sets the foundation for accurate expense tracking. Expenses. Next, find out exactly how much you are spending each month. Answer these questions. How much money is going out and to where? Do this by reviewing your bank statements, credit card statements, cash receipts, and financial files. Remember that being thorough when you add up expenses is important in creating a realistic budget. A forgotten bill really throws a wrench into your savings plan. When calculating your expenses, also factor in for the possibility of unexpected bills. A good rule of thumb is to add an extra 10 to 15%. When organizing your expenses, they should fall into one of three broad categories. Fixed expenses are ones that do not change month over month. For example, you know that your rent or mortgage payments, loans, internet, and Netflix bills will be the same each month. Other fixed expenses might include childcare fees, a gym membership, etc. Do not forget to list your non-monthly fixed expenses, those bills that occur less frequently, such as quarterly, semi, or annual payments that may include property taxes, annual subscriptions, or insurance premiums. Your variable expenses will fluctuate each month, so it's important to keep an eye on them and ensure one does not eat into your other budget categories. Examples of variable expenses include groceries, utility bills, transportation, entertainment, dining out, gas for your car, and home maintenance costs. This step helps you gain a clear understanding of your spending patterns and aids in aligning them with your budget. Finally, fund money. Though it technically falls under variable expenses, by allowing for this category, you do not feel as deprived. Keep in mind that your fund money category needs to be reasonable and fit your income and monthly obligations. Debt payments. Tally all of your spending that goes into repaying a debt, such as credit card bills, student loans, auto loans, etc. Do not worry about your mortgage or rent payment if you have one, as that is generally considered a living expense that falls under the fixed category. Chip away at your debt by reviewing your income to determine if you have any available money that you can use to immediately pay down any debts. The moment of truth, comparing income to expenses and debts. A positive cash flow means your income is able to cover your expenses and debts comfortably, allowing you to meet your financial obligations. On the flip side, a negative cash flow indicates that your expenses and debts outweigh your income, potentially leading to financial stress and reliance on credit cards or additional debt to make ends meet. Take the time, at least annually, to review your credit card score more often as needed to ensure accuracy. Once you have a clear picture of where all of your money goes, work hard to reduce your expenses and debt until your budget is in the black. Cut enough so that you have 10 to 20% of your income left over each month to add to your savings account. If you are unable to cut a sufficient amount from your budget to reduce debt, then you may need to consider ways to increase your income. Savings. You should treat saving money as an expense and include a line item for it in your budget. You can also include any contributions to a brokerage account, 529 plan, or savings fund for a specific goal such as gifts or travel. Most Americans, 56%, have both an emergency savings account and a regular savings account. Unfortunately, 44% do not. If you determine you are making more money than you are spending, this is great news. This amount can be earmarked for savings and used to pay off debt. Remember, you should be working toward an emergency fund if needed, so you do not have to rely on more debt if an unexpected expense occurs. It's impossible to overstate the value of having a robust emergency savings fund to cover unexpected expenses. Having a secure financial cushion also ensures your bills are paid in case of an emergency or sudden job loss. Be realistic. Aim for sticking to your budget most of the time, and you are bound to reach your financial goals. Breaking your budget occasionally is okay, provided you get back on track as soon as possible. The next two slides will review the 10 worst attitudes about money, and here are the first 5. In review, you want to remember planning a budget will decrease stress, promote and increase financial security, and increase your savings. Here are the last 5. In review, remember, plan long-term goals, understand where your money is going, and create a feeling of safety and preparedness. Did you know that 87% of US shoppers make impulse buys and more than 50% of grocery items are sold because of impulses? Here are a few ways you can curb your spending. Reduce entertainment spending. Cut down on eating out. Budget your vacations. Use coupons. Look for bargains on gas. And skip sodas and coffees when eating out. Water is usually free and more healthy. Also, take the time to shop around. Use the rule of 3. For any large purchases you make, find 3 good options to compare. This will keep you from impulse buying something that is really just convenient. Here are 2 common examples. Looking for car or home insurance? Quote 3 companies, then go with the best one for your personal needs. Need a new TV? Instead of picking the first one you see, compare similar models and ensure you have all of the options that you truly need. The take-home message: set yourself up for success. Make sure you have a well-written budget. Understand all of your debt and review your credit score annually. Create a savings plan that is comfortable for your income. Always build in a protection plan for emergencies. Don't forget to squirrel away money when you can. While saving consistently is key, tucking away small windfalls can also add up tremendously over time. Consider saving part of your tax refund, the unexpected Christmas money, or great-grandma's inheritance. While it may not be as fun as a splurge, it will put a smile on your face in the years to come by being financially safe and secure, and hopefully stress-free. SummaCare resources. Please review your plan documents for access. We always encourage an annual visit with your primary care provider. We offer condition and care management programs to help you with a chronic condition or if you have complex needs. We offer telephonic health coaching for lifestyle behavior management. You may have access to WebMD Health Manager, which gives you access to education, health trackers, goal setting, and a health assessment, which is located in Plan Central. You have access to a 24-hour nurse line in which SummaCare nurses are available 24/7, 365 days a year for your medical questions or concerns. You may have access to Teladoc Health, which is our telemedicine feature while traveling or in need for minor medical issues or concerns. We do offer Quick Care, which is our smoking cessation program, which is a telephonic coaching program that offers limited nicotine replacement therapy. And last but not least, you may have access to Husk Health and Wellness discounts. This is access to discounted health club memberships, nutrition programs, and educational resources. Here are the resources that were used to create this presentation. Thank you for your time and be well. And as always, follow SummaCare on any of the social media platforms listed below.